Okay, so this is PT48, game 2. It says a farmer harvests 8 separate fields, so 8 separate fields, and they are G, H, J, K, L, M, and P. Each field is harvested exactly once, and no two fields are harvested simultaneously. Once the harvesting of a field begins, no other fields are harvested until the harvesting of that field is complete. So this is just a longer way of saying it's a sequencing game with one thing after another. The farmer harvests the fields in an order consistent with the following conditions. Both P and G are harvested sometime before K. So P and G come before K. Both H and L are harvested sometime before J. So now we have H and L before J. K is harvested sometime before M, but after L. So K comes before M, but it comes after L. And then T is harvested sometime before M. So T before M. So there's lots of different ways you could do this. And I know some people do chain up this entire thing into one big diagram or a tree sort of diagram. That's a little bit more complicated for me. So I try to make the biggest chain that I possibly can. And the easiest way for me to do that is to combine this with this. So what I do is I say P, G, and L all have to come before K, and K has to come before M. I could possibly add on the other two rules. I personally get confused with them, so I don't bother doing that. I think what we have here, is enough to help us remember what we need to look at. Number 7 says, which one of the following could be true? A, J is the first field harvested. So I reference this rule down here and I say, well, J can't be the first one harvested because there's 2 of them that have to be harvested before J. So can't be A. K is the second field harvested, but I look at my bigger chain and then P, G, and L have to all come before K. So K can't be the second one because there's 3 before it. C says M is the sixth field harvested. And that looks like it could be true because I have P, G, L, K, and T before M. That's 5 so far. So I just have to see if the rest could fit in after M. So if I'm checking C, and it says M is the sixth one, I'd put M here, and then I'd put P, G, L, K, T, and the only 2 left are H and J, and as long as H goes here and J goes here, this is possible. So I know that this is my right answer. Okay, 8, if M is the 7th field harvested, then any one could be the 5th field harvested except. So the easy way to do this is to plug in our answer choice and see if it could work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So M is the 7th field, and this time we want to check if H could be our 5th one. So I know that P, G, L, K, and T have to come before M, so I'm just going to plug that in. P, G, L, K, T, and J over here. And this looks fine. So this doesn't break any of my rules. P and G are before K. H and L are before J. L comes before K, which comes before M, and T's before M. So this could be true. So I know that this can't be my answer because I'm looking for the thing that can't be true. So I put M over here again because that's in our condition. And then we plug in J over here and see if it could work out. Okay. We know that we need H and L before J, and that we also need P, G, and T before M and K. So if I were to plug it in, I'd say P, G, H, L, and then I get stuck because in this spot we need K and T, and there's not enough space for that. So B would be my right answer because it can't be true. And I'm looking for the one thing that can't be true. 9 says, which one of the following cannot be the field that's harvested fifth? Okay, I'm going to take a look at this diagram and this diagram because I know those were possibilities that could be true. And in those two diagrams, the ones that are fifth are T and H. So in diagrams that could be true, I know that T and H could possibly be in the fifth spot. So I'm going to cross those out because I know that those things can be true. So T is one of our answer choices here, and I'm going to cross that out because I know it could possibly be true. Then I'm looking to see which one of the following can't be harvested fifth. So I start and I say A. We put G over here. We know that K has to come after G. We know that M comes after K and T comes before M. So I'd put T over here, M over here, and I'd plug in the rest over here. So I'll put J over here, then P, H, and L. This works out, so I don't care about it anymore because I'm looking for the one thing that can't be true. That's 8. This time I put in J in the fifth spot, and then I see if that can work out. If I put J there, I know that I need H and L here. I'll put P and G over here. L, oh, I already have L. K, T, and M. So I have P and G before K, H and L before J, L before K, K before M, and T before M. So this works out perfectly too, and I don't have to worry about it because I'm looking for the one thing that can't be true. Now I'm going to put M in my fifth spot. That's 9 spots. M over here. If I put M over here, I'm automatically in a bad spot because there's only 4 spots here, and I need to fit P, G, L, K, and T into 4 spots. There's 5 letters here, and I can't possibly do that. So I know that C has to be my answer because that literally cannot happen. There's not enough spots for me. Number 10 says, if J is a third field harvested, then which one of the following must be true? So if J is the third field, then I know that H and L have to come before, and the letters that I'm left with are P, G, K, T, and M. Okay, I know that every single one of these has to come before M. So M is going to come over here, and then all the other letters just has to come in these spots, and it doesn't matter which order. So the only thing that I can possibly know that must be true is that M must be in that last spot. So I'm looking for an answer that says M is an 8. A doesn't say that. B doesn't say that. C doesn't say that. D doesn't say that, but E says that. So E is my right answer. 11 says, if H is the sixth field harvested, then which one of the following must be true? So if I put H over here, okay, if H is over here, J has to come in either spots 7 or 8. So these are possible. And if that's the case, let's see what else has to be true. Can G be harvested sometime before T? Maybe. I'm sorry, this must be true. So I'm gonna try to plug in T after G and see if it still works out. So let's plug in. I'm sorry, T before G. So let's put in T over here, P, G, L, K, J, M. So P is before G, which is before, P and G are before K, H and L are before J, L is before K, which is before M, and T is before M. So this doesn't break any of my rules, and it doesn't have to be true that G comes before T. So A is not my right answer. B says H is harvested sometime before K. So I'm going to see if H can come after K and if it'll still work out. So let's put in same thing here. T P G K L J M. And this is perfectly fine. P and G come before H. L comes, I need to put L before K. P and G come before K. L comes before K, which comes before M. H and L come before J, and T comes before M. So it doesn't have to be true that H comes before K. So B is not my right answer either. Then I look at C. J is harvested sometime before M. So I'm going to see if J can come after M. And this looks like it can work out too. P, G, and L are before K, which is before M. H and L are before J, and T is before M. So it's not C either, because it doesn't have to be true that J has to come before M. D says K is harvested sometime before J. So I'm going to try to put K after J, which means I put J over here and K over here. And if I were to do this, my diagram falls apart because I know that I have to have one spot after K for M. And if I do this, it doesn't allow for that to happen. So D is my right answer. And then number 12 says, if L is the fifth field harvested, then which one of the following could be true? So if I put L in 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, what could be true? If I were to put L here, I know that K, M, and J all have to come after L based on this rule. So I know that L comes before J and L comes before K and M. So I know in these spots, it would have to be J, K, and M in some order, which leaves me with P, G, H, and T to come in these spots. P, G, H, T to come in a specific, in some order in those spots. So I'm going to see what can be possible based off this diagram. A, J is harvested sometime before G. Okay, well, J is either going to be in spot 6, 7, or 8, and G is in the first 4 spots, so this can't be possible. B, J is harvested sometime before T. Same thing as A. J is in spots 6, 7, or 8, and T is in one of the first 4 spots, so that can't be possible. C, K is harvested sometime before T. Same thing as A and B. K is in spots 6, 7, or 8, and T is in the first 4 spots, so that can't be possible. D, M is harvested before H. That also can't be possible because of the same reason. M is in one of the last 3 spots, and H is in one of the first 3 spots, so that can't overlap. And E, M is harvested sometime before J. This is possible. If I were to plug in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, L over here, and then I put K, M, J, and then I would plug in P, G, H, and T over here, my diagram would be perfectly fine. So I know that E is my right answer.